Welcome to virtual reality. From here we can enter the introduction experience or go directly to the course material. Point at the button with the laser and press the trigger button to enter your chosen experience. Welcome to VR. Your VR avatar, the virtual representation of you, isn't limited by your real-life characteristics. No matter what you look like here, you can choose your own looks. Let's start by creating your avatar. Please look to your left. You can customize your appearance from the buttons next to the mirror. The characteristics of your virtual avatar affect your behavior in virtual worlds. This phenomenon is known as the Proteus effect. Now, turn to your left. Let's continue learning about educational VR in an environment commonly associated with learning. Click the door to proceed. Learning in VR has characteristics that can make it more effective than traditional learning methods. One such characteristic is not having to be in a certain place at a certain time. Instead, the training material is always accessible as long as you have access to your VR device. Click to proceed. VR can also be social. Even computer-controlled characters can bring the training material to life, helping engage the learner to the material. The social aspects can be taken to the next level with multi-user applications, where you will be able to collaborate with real people and combine the advantages of virtual and face-to-face training. Click to proceed. Now, let's go through an example of a training scenario, learning to assemble an engine. In front of you there's a book that teaches you how the engine is supposed to be assembled. But since we are in VR, we can do it in a more immersive environment better suited for engines. Click to proceed. Better. Picking up objects is a fundamental form of interaction in VR, and most VR applications have implemented it in a similar way. Place your hand on top of an object and use your middle finger to press the grab button. Now, pick up the book. Time to study. Learning in the traditional way of reading text on a book doesn't make a lot of sense in VR. We can read just fine in the real world as well. VR is better used for a more hands-on approach, so instead of reading about what you're learning, you experience what you're learning. Click here to proceed. These parts would be very heavy in real life, but we can help you a little bit. The parts are now weightless and conveniently accessible. Please assemble the engine by placing the missing parts to their correct positions. To get closer to the engine, you can teleport by pointing your hand at the glowing circles on the ground and pressing the trigger button. Good job. Now, in VR, we can do all kinds of things that are impossible in the real world. Ever seen what inside of an engine looks like when it's running? Here you can do just that. Click to proceed. You are now the size of an ant inside the engine you just assembled. In VR we can freely control your size and perspective to give you a new way of visualizing and understanding otherwise difficult concepts. Next, let's move to the other direction and make you a little bit bigger. Click to proceed. In the same way that we can place you inside various objects to show how they actually look like on the inside, in VR we can also be a little more abstract with this concept. Click on the Earth to take a look at what's inside. .360 videos, which are best viewed in VR, can be used to display real-world locations, contexts, and processes in a cost-effective fashion. They offer a more immersive experience and a far better sense of space when compared to traditional flat video or pictures. Click here when you want to exit a UTAYAS. Thank you for taking this introductory lesson. We hope we managed to tickle your creative thinking for how VR could be utilized for teaching and learning. Now let's take closer a look at the VRinSight project. Click here to proceed.
Hello there and welcome to the VRinSight Classroom as part of the VRinSight Erasmus Plus project. We are bringing VR technology to higher education and business management right across Europe. Please take time to have a look at the different modules of our training program and the 25 best practice examples that we have collected for you. Have fun and don't forget to have a look at our website, VRinsight.org.
Welcome to the VRinSight Training Program. The first module regards outcomes